Sergey, this is Christine. Olga has told so many stories that you have relayed to her of your journey from the Ukraine to Germany, the horrors you've endured, and the wonders and just unexpected kindness that you have received along the way. Just amazing stories. And it seems that you have never met a stranger. You have a dynamic personality and you become instant friends, which makes you a great storyteller. So I thought it would be wonderful for you to record the stories that you want to remember and pass on to your family and your grandchildren one day. It can be about your journey. It can be about your childhood. It can be about today, whatever you want, whatever story you want to tell. Now, I'll just show you briefly how this was designed. And of course, you can use it however you want. So inside you will find these page protectors, and these papers just slide in and out, so you can rearrange them however you want. This is just a cover page. All right, I've got it crooked here. That you can embellish or decorate. And then the stories begin on the next page. So I'll show you kind of how it was designed to work. So for example, if you have a picture, and maybe you don't have a picture, maybe you have a story about something that occurred on a bridge. You could grab a picture of that bridge from the internet, or you might have a picture of that bridge. It doesn't necessarily have to be people. If it's a story about a bicycle, it could be any picture of a bicycle, or no picture at all, whatever you want to do. But basically, this program walks you through looking at the memory, the photo in this case, about the details. Who is it? What is it? When is it? Where is it? What's happening in that photo? What's special about that memory? What does it make you feel? And what would you like to share? And then so you can kind of draft your story and edit it, and then you go to making the page. Now, making the page, you can see that each one of these comes with a 6x6 square that you can use to go underneath your photo if you have a photo. And then you can also, and you can place it in different orientations, however you want, any size photo or multiple photos. And then, of course, if you wanted to, you can embellish your pages. There are stickers that you can use. Simply peel and stick anywhere you want, or don't use them at all, completely up to you. But then you can journal your story on this side. And so each page goes on like that, so that you can record the stories you already have, or be ready to record stories for the future. So you can see in the end, it would look something like this, with your picture and then the story. It's really more about the story than the photo, but the photo helps us as visual people embrace the story a little better. So I hope that, oh, and so nothing is glued down. You'll want to glue it in place once you decide where you want things. And again, as many pictures as you want, or none at all. And I will show you in another video the flip flaps that you can use in this as well. So I can't wait to hear more of your stories. We just are in love with you and your family, and wish you so much happiness and goodness going forward. I hope you enjoy recording these stories, and I can't wait to hear more. Eric, Olga has told us so much about you. You are such an amazing young man that is already gifted in so many ways. We wanted you to have your own album where you could kind of record your memories, whether it's this huge travel journey you took from the Ukraine to Germany, moving around in Germany, this new apartment you guys have, or you know, the friendships that you make now that you are settled in Germany. This is just something for you to have fun with, to use however you want. Make it a book of friends, or all about school, or whatever you want it to be, your favorite things. So this is probably, it may not be your personality necessarily, but you can use many of these stickers and elements however you want. So these are stickers. You just peel and stick them wherever you want. And I'll show you a sample of how to put them together. And then there's pattern paper in different varieties, and each of them has a border that you can cut apart and use. So here's another page, kind of looks like spray paint. Here's another page, just checkered, and again with that border strip up at the top. And another one, and another one. So some of these are busy, but if you use them in little bits, just to kind of help frame your picture, it's not too busy. So let me show you what else I have here. So I have some acrylic shapes. Now I have a different package for your mom, but really the two of you can share. The colors are the same. Many of them are the same, so you can share them. But these little acrylic shapes, there's all different ones. There's smiley faces, hearts, diamonds, flames, circles, arrows, stars, just all kinds of fun things. And I'll show you how to adhere them to your page. And then, let me lift this up. In addition to the papers, I am sending you these cards as well. So there are 4x6 and 3x4. And each one has an image on one side, and you flip it over, and it's usually about the same, but a different orientation. So you could use it this way, or you could flip it over and use it this way. So usually they're a different color and a different orientation. You go bro and you go girl. Here's blue on one side and green on the other. This is why you're awesome. This is why you're awesome. So you can see how there's just different variations on each side. So those will be in your kit to use however you want. I won't take the time to go through them all, but I hope between you, your mom, and your dad that you'll be able to use these to embellish your journals. Okay, so, all right, come on. Those are the cards. And let me show you Tamara. I think that's how your name is pronounced. Let me show you the kit that I chose for you. And again, these can be shared, mixed, matched. So this one is about school, and I understand that you are an amazing teacher. So I thought you might be able to use this. Many of the images are basic, multi-purpose, so you would probably be able to use them. So there is a sticker sheet. So you just peel and stick these off as you like. And there's a ruler border, and then there's different definitions down here. I'll show you the page I put together for you already, just as a sample. And then you also have the 12 by 12 pages with a border at the top. So this one I've already cut apart to use on your first page, and this is the zip strip. So you're able to use it, as a border, cut it here, use it across underneath, cut out the lightning bolts, however you want to use it. This one is a fun page, all about teachers. And then these are just background pages that you can use. So you've got the the stars. You've got a multicolor writing paper. You've got shoes. Another nice just background. Here's a cork board. Here's more elementary school paper, paper airplanes, science, and like the composition notebook. So these are your papers, but as you can see, the colors work well for both of those kits, and even the red and blue shapes and white acrylic shapes will work with this as well. So you also have these 4x6 and 3x4 cards to work with. Again, you've got one orientation this way, and then you turn it over and it's a different way and a different color. Things you're currently reading. So again, you can totally, some of these are very elementary, but use them however you want. Things I love, of course, Sergey, Eric, Tamara, any of you could use this in particular. Never Stop Learning, Smarty Pants, just fun things for you to be able to mix and match and use as you like. In addition to this paper, I'm sending you some coordinating cardstock. So these are just solid colors. One side is the true color. The other side is just a lighter shade. So you'll be able to get many different variations on this. So one side is dark, one side is light, and all of these colors go with both of the paper kits that I'm sending you. And of course, Sergey can use them as well. So you can cut them apart however you want. And I'll show you an example. So let's see, here's one. This is a 6x6 book. And so Tamara, I did this for you. So this is using one of the stickers and one of those cards and a flip flap. And I'll show you how to use those in a moment. And then one of the stickers that has the definition of a teacher at the bottom here. When you lift the flip flap, oh, sorry, it goes this way. You'll be able to put a picture here, or you can write whatever you want, and you can put something on this side as well. I just left it plain. But this could be a book about teaching, things you've learned along the way. It could be about your journey, from the Ukraine to Germany. It can be about teaching in your homeland and now teaching in Germany, and the struggles, the differences, the similarities, the passions, whatever it is you want to say in your little album. So I'll show you some of the embellishments I've included are these, which are they're like rubber shapes, but they have adhesive on the back. So if I can pull this out. So that you can peel and stick them. So I'm just going to pull this page out, and I'm going to take one of these hearts and put it down here by the teacher definition. So you can see that little puffy heart right there. And then I'm going to put it back in the page sleeve. So you can see you can attach them directly to your paper, or I'm going to show you another way. So you can see it right through here. You can also attach them to this page protector as well. So I'm just going to kind of do something like that. So you can sort of see it off to the side. Actually, I think I'd rather it kind of be going like this. All right. So it's just kind of a hint underneath, and then you open it and see it for real. So it can go over your photo. You don't have to worry about lifting it up to tuck your photo underneath because it's on the plastic paper. So these are super easy to use. Again, they will coordinate with everyone's project, so anyone who wants to can use them. Another embellishment I'm including are these, which are self-adhesive also. And let's see here. They come in gold and silver. So they're just like little arrows, triangles or arrows. I like to use them as arrows. So they could be pointing to the definition, or they can just kind of embellish wherever you want. So there's both silver and gold to choose from on those. Let's see what else. There's foam tape. So these foam dots are self-adhesive also. If you wanted to lift up an image, a sticker, or whatever, you can use these just to add some dimension. So I've put some foam tape under this and under this sticker here. So the foam tape is for you if you want to use it. Glue dots are the best way to add the acrylic shapes. So I'll show you that on Eric's page. Okay, so Eric's book. Let's take a look. So this one, and again, you guys can trade out and exchange however you want, but I sort of had this one in mind for Eric, and it is a 6x8. So you can see some of those cards that I've put in here. So your pages will be a complete 6x8 page, or there are 4 3x4 spots. And let's say you had a 4x6 photo. You could always cut it in half and put half of it here and half of it there so that it would be one across. There are some pages that are 4x6 that will allow you to put a photo or cards in them. So again, those cards are both 3x4 and 4x6. So you have different pages in here so that you can put it together easily and however you want. So I'm going to make a cover page for you just to kind of show you what I'm talking about in case you have no idea and have never done this before. So I'm sending some adhesive, and it's a rolling adhesive. So it comes with a refillable cartridge. So you simply press down here on the side and lift up. There's a lock and an unlock on the back. So now that it's opened, I can take the new adhesive cartridge and so the new adhesive cartridge is going to go right in place like that. Close it and then lock it. This little flap protects the adhesive so it doesn't stick on anything when you're done using it. And but you would pull it back to use it. Another tool that you will need is a paper cutter. So I'm sending you this one, and you may have one or you may find a better one there. This has an arm that opens up so that you could lay out your full 12x12 paper. There is a blade, just in case it comes out. I want you to know how to put it back in. There's a little notch up at the top where you can slide it in, and now it stays attached. So with that, let me pull out this paper. Okay, so remember the zip strips I told you about, these borders? They're a 1/2-inch border. So I'm just going to trim that off. Now you can use that however you want in your pages. And then I'm going to trim this down. Let's see, this is going to be a 6 So you can see you want your paper flush up at the top so that you get a nice straight cut. And then I'm measuring over here to 6 inches wide. And I'll just cut straight down. And I'm going to make it 8 inches long. So again, it's flush against this top, and it's 8 inches long. Okay, and I'm sending these pieces in your kit. All right, now I've already cut these others. So I have a black mat. So this was just the black cardstock. So I'm going to put that, I'm going to use the adhesive, and I'm just going to run a little bit across the back. So you just basically press and move it. You don't have to press too hard, but you want to try to keep it flush and flat. If you bend at all either way, then the adhesive doesn't stick to the cardstock. So now I'm going to just put this about the center of the page. And you can eyeball it or you can measure it. And just for fun, I'm sending this as just a 4x6 placeholder. So this tells you that a 4x6 photo could go in this spot here. You can use it for journaling or anything you want. All right, so now you can see how this will slide into your page. Okay, so your pages are on the side here. So that slides right into the page there. Now I'm going to use one of the cards and one of these acrylic shapes just to show you how they work. So the glue dots are the best, I believe, to attach these acrylic shapes. And there is a little trick to this. So I can see that's already happened. So you need to be careful to leave the dots. You'll be able to see them. They're shiny, sticky adhesive dots. But we want to keep them covered so they don't stick to the box. So I'm just going to roll this back up. And the best way to adhere them, I'll show you. So there are no glue dots sticking out of here, and that's how you want it because that's how you'll slip it back into the box. So basically, peel back until you come to your first glue dot. So I can see one right there. Take your embellishment and just press down on that glue dot and lift up. And then you can put it wherever you want, and it stays stuck. Except the dot didn't come off. All right, press again. All right, it stayed stuck that time. So I'm just going to put that down there. So that's how you can use these acrylic shapes. I'm just going to leave this back on there. Once you've exposed, so again, they're all covered up. I can tear off this scrap and throw it away. And now put this back in the box and they're all protected. So this is coming to you. Now, I'm going to put this in a flip flap and show you how that works. So basically, once I put this in the flip flap, it'll lift up and you'll be able to see a photo underneath or whatever else you want to include. And then here, because we've got that other orientation, you can leave it showing if you want, but I'm going to cover it up with another photo placeholder. So you could have two photos here. You can decorate, embellish up there. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down before I put it in the flip flap. So again, just put some glue on there. I'm going to leave a little bit of the blue showing at the bottom. Let me do that over here. Just to help kind of frame it a little. All right. So the flip flaps, they're like an envelope, okay? So I've got the sticky part here and the opening in the back. This will be the front. So I'm going to slide this in like that. And then you're going to fold it over. So just like you would seal an envelope, you fold it over so that nothing comes out. And again, you want to check your orientation because when you lift it up, it's going to be this way. You can see now it looks like it's upside down, but once you lift it up, it won't be upside down. Okay, and now, basically, so I've got it in the page protector. I'm peeling off this little protector over the adhesive. I'm folding it down and then just kind of line it up where you want it to go. So I want that black mat to show underneath. And once you have it where you want it, you can press it down and it is good and stuck. So there it is. So that's your cover page. Let me show you one more thing. So with the stickers and these foam dots, let's just take one of the large ones. So I'm going to take off this smiley face sticker and I want to put it on here, but I want it to be kind of raised for dimension. Adding dimension is not necessary, but it does kind of give some interest. Now you could go, just to help balance it, I think I'll put a few on here. So basically, so you can see what I'm doing, peeling and sticking. And then I'll do a smaller one over here, just to help save more for you to use. All right, I'm putting the sticky side down on the sticker. And now I'm going to peel off this protective piece for the adhesive. So there's 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to put it right about there. So there is your cover page. Good vibes, Vibes Avenue, good street, one way. So I'm hoping you'll be able to fill this with wonderful memories of yesterday and today and tomorrow. Sending you all of our love and wishing you the best. I thought I would show you just some ideas. So this is a 6x6 album, and you could see there's a flip flap on the cover and embellishments on the inside. Again, you can use those flip flaps all over throughout the album, or not at all. Like here, there's a couple of photos, and then this side is decorated. You can see that your paper doesn't have to cover the whole thing. You can use cardstock of any color and just have a strip of paper underneath. And so here's a place to put photos. Here's an example of using little squares so that you could have little squares of journaling, of photos, of memories, memorabilia, ticket stubs, whatever. And then here's another one that opens up. So just to kind of give you an idea of different ways to build your page. Again, it's whatever you want for your memories. So make it exactly like you want it to be. So that's just a sample. Let me see one more. Here is a 6x8, little different style, but again, you can use the big page and just have it one smaller photo. Your photo can take up the center. It can be, again, smaller. So you can use them however you want. And again, those flip flaps so that you can add more. Here's one with just little squares. So again, just make it your own, make it however you want.